Okay, so um, have you seen all this buzz about AI in real estate?
Yeah, it's everywhere you look these days.
Right. Like it's one thing to talk about the potential of AI, but we're actually breaking down how real estate agents are using it right now.
Yeah.
In this deep dive, we're dissecting this YouTube video called 11 Mind-Blowing Ways Real Estate Agents Are Using ChatGPT.
Catchy title.
Right. Who doesn't love a little mind-blowing action in their workday?
Especially these days.
So true. Anyway, Mike, the creator of the video, he goes through all these Chat GPT strategies, 11 to be exact. Some are, things you might have already seen, like using it for content ideas.
Which can be a lifesaver, honestly.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes my brain just hits a wall.
Yeah.
He even shows you how to prompt Chat GPT to come up with video topics for real estate agents, which I thought was kind of brilliant.
Yeah, it's like having a brainstorming partner on demand.
Exactly. But, and this is something he really emphasizes throughout the video, ChatGPT is a tool. It's not some magic solution that's going to do everything for you.
Exactly. Like, he uses the example of generating video outlines with ChatGPT. You get the structure, sure, but a truly great video needs that human touch, especially in those first few seconds that hook the viewer.
He's so right. You need that personality, that instant connection that makes someone actually want to watch instead of just scrolling on by.
Algorithms haven't quite figured out how to replicate genuine human engagement.
It's the one thing they can't seem to crack.
Exactly. So while ChatGPT can be amazing for getting past that initial blank page, it's still up to you to bring your expertise, your own unique voice, and that all-important hook to truly connect with your audience.
It's like ChatGPT gives you the ingredients, but you're the chef who has to turn them into something amazing.
Oh, like that.
Okay, so we've got content ideas, video outlines. He also gets into using ChatGPT for blog posts, even rewriting them in different tones of voice. Like, he takes this example of a blog post about moving to Denver and has ChatGPT make it more playful and humorous, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, what's cool about that is the potential for personalization. Like, imagine taking that same information about Denver but adapting it for different types of clients.
Oh, that's good.
Millennials, families, retirees, each group responds to different messaging.
That's a really good point. So you could have ChatGPT create different versions of the same content to target specific demographics.
Okay, now you're talking my language.
Exactly. It's about using AI to create those deeper connections.
Not just churning out generic content, right?
Exactly. And this actually leads into another thing he talks about, translating content.
Oh, right. He uses that same Denver blog post and has ChatGPT translate it into Spanish, showing how AI can help you reach a wider audience.
Talk about expanding your reach. Although, like he mentions, you'd want to double check those translations.
Yeah, you don't want any awkward language mishaps out there. For sure, accuracy is key. He also goes into generating landing pages using ChatGPT. So let's say you're running ads, right? You're driving traffic from Facebook or wherever, and bam, you need a dedicated page on your website to capture those leads.
Okay, hold on. For those of us who aren't marketing gurus, explain why this converting thing is so important for real estate agents.
Sure, great point. Basically, it's not enough to just get people to look at your website. You want them to take action. You want them to schedule a meeting, download something, give you their contact information. That's a conversion. And a high converting landing page is designed to make that happen.
So instead of sending people to your generic website, you want a page with one clear goal, right?
Exactly. And Mike shows how you can use ChatGPT to generate the copy for these pages. Like, he gives an example for homes under $500,000.
So you're saying you don't even need to be a tech whiz to create these landing pages.
Yeah.
ChatGPT can do the heavy lifting.
Exactly. It can help you get it up and running quickly and efficiently, which, let's face it, time is precious for busy agents.
No kidding.
And this actually segues perfectly into another cool thing he talks about: creating prospecting scripts with ChatGPT.
Like scripts for cold calling.
He even shows you how to generate a script for following up on expired listings.
Okay, that almost feels like cheating, though. I can see how it could be super useful, especially if you're someone who dreads making those calls.
It's all about working smarter, not harder. He does make sure to use these scripts as a starting point, personalize them, bring in your own personality and experience, because at the end of the day, you're talking to a human being, not a robot.
Because no one wants to feel like they're being read to script, right?
Right. Human connection is key. Okay, so we've covered video ideas, outlines, blog posts, landing pages, even scripts for calls. And he doesn't stop there. He also gives you strategies for social media captions and even Facebook and Instagram ads.
Wait, AI can write ads too?
Apparently.
This is getting out of hand. In a good way, I mean.
Yeah, I know, right?
But seriously, this could be huge for agents who, maybe struggle with writing ad copy.
That's exactly his point. He talks about how these AI tools are making marketing more accessible, leveling the playing field for agents who maybe don't have a huge budget for a marketing team.
So we've got video ideas, outlines, blog posts, landing pages, scripts, social media, even ads. And this is just scratching the surface of what ChatGPT can do for real estate.
Oh, we've only just begun. Remember those ninja strategies he teased at the beginning of the
Oh,
video?
okay.
Well, we're about to dive into those, and that's where things get really interesting. So, these ninja strategies, it's all about using ChatGPT in different ways, thinking outside the box a little.
I like it.
Like he talks about using it for rewriting, but it's not just about fixing typos, it's about like transforming the entire piece of writing.
Okay, give me an example.
So remember that Denver blog post we talked about?
Hmm.
He has ChatGPT rewrite it, but in a totally different tone of voice. Like instead of being this kind of, formal real estate-y kind of thing, it sounds like you're having a casual conversation with a friend.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it makes it more relatable, more engaging.
So instead of sounding like a boring brochure, it sounds like, what? Give me an example.
Imagine like reading the Denver blog post, but it's written in the same way you'd talk to a neighbor over the fence.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so you're saying you could have like a version of your marketing materials that's super informative, but then you could also have ChatGPT create a version that's like more laid back and funny.
Exactly. And this actually ties into that personalization thing we were talking about. Imagine having different versions of your materials to match different personalities.
Oh, that's good. It's
Yeah.
like having I don't know, like a chameleon writer who can adapt to any style. So rewriting for tone, rewriting for personality, what else?
Well, he also talks about translating content in the ninja strategies section.
Right, right, to reach a wider audience.
Exactly. It's about breaking down those language barriers so you can connect with people all over the world, which is huge in real estate.
Especially with like international buyers and stuff.
Exactly. He talks about making sure that, obviously accuracy is important.
You don't want to rely on AI to get it 100% right, especially when it comes to languages.
Right. Human oversight is always a good idea.
Always. Okay, so what else is in this ninja arsenal?
So another thing he gets into is writing social media captions with ChatGPT.
Oh, tell me about it. That's like a full-time job in itself these days.
Right. Coming up with new captions every single day, it's a lot. So he shows you how to use ChatGPT to create different types of captions, whether it's like a market update or, showcasing a new listing.
So you're saying instead of spending hours staring at my phone trying to come up with something clever, I can just have ChatGPT do it for me.
It can definitely help you get those creative juices flowing.
I love the sound of that. Okay, but I have a feeling he's saving the best for last. Didn't he say something about using ChatGPT for like the holy grail of digital marketing?
Ah, yes. He talks about using it to write ad copy specifically for Facebook and Instagram ads.
Okay, see now that's where I'm like, hold on a minute. Writing good ad copy? That's like an art form, right?
It takes skill for sure. But his point is that ChatGPT can help. It can help you generate ideas, test different approaches, see what resonates with your audience.
So it's like having a brainstorming buddy who's really good at writing ads.
Exactly. And it can analyze tons of data, so it can actually help you write ads that convert, that actually get people to take action.
That's pretty amazing when you think about it. But just like with everything else we've talked about, it's a tool. It's not going to do all the work for you. You still have to know what you're doing.
Exactly. He says that throughout the video. Work smarter, not harder. Use AI strategically, but don't just blindly follow the prompts.
It's about understanding the why behind the what.
Exactly. And using it to free up your time so you can focus on what really matters, like connecting with your clients, providing great service, all that good stuff.
It sounds like AI has the potential to completely change the way real estate agents do business. But are there like any downsides? Are there any risks or things we should be thinking about as we start using these AI tools more and more? That's the big question, right?
Yeah, it's like we've seen how AI can make our lives easier, help us be more creative, even connect with clients in a more personalized way.
But like anything else, there's always a flip side.
For sure. There are definitely some potential risks to be aware of.
Okay, so let's talk about those.
Yeah.
What are some things that real estate agents should watch out for? Like what are the guardrails we need as we're integrating AI into our businesses?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is transparency. As AI gets more sophisticated, it can create really compelling marketing materials. But it's important to be upfront with clients about like what's human generated and what's created with AI.
Right. Because the last thing you want is for people to feel like they're being tricked by some algorithm.
Exactly. Transparency builds trust, and trust is everything in this business. And then there's the issue of accuracy. We touched on this with the translations, but it goes beyond that.
Mm.
Just because ChatGPT can generate something, whether it's a blog post or an ad or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's always factually correct.
Oh, that's a really good point. So it's not just about plugging in a few keywords and letting AI do its thing. You really have to double check everything.
Absolutely. Human oversight is crucial.
Got it.
Always double check, triple check, make sure it aligns with fair housing practices, make sure it's accurate, appropriate.
So it's really about taking responsibility for the message, even if AI helped create it.
100%.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're the one who's putting it out there, so.
Which, that's a lot to keep up with, especially in a fast-paced industry like real estate.
It definitely is. It's a learning curve, but kind of like just like real estate agents, they need to stay updated on, market trends, financing, all the things that are constantly changing.
Right, right.
It's the same with technology. Like you got to stay informed about these advancements in AI, what they can do, what they can't do.
Yeah, so you can use them effectively.
Exactly.
Knowledge is power,
For sure.
especially with something like AI. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've seen how AI can revolutionize the way real estate agents do business, but we've also, highlighted these potential risks and how important it is to use these tools thoughtfully and responsibly.
It's about finding that balance, right?
Yeah, because it's not about replacing human expertise. It's about using these tools to enhance what we're already doing.
Exactly. It's about empowering real estate professionals to provide even more value to their clients.
And to think, this is just the beginning. It makes you wonder what other industries AI is going to transform.
Right. And how can we all start preparing for a future where AI is even more prevalent?
Definitely something to think about. Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive. We've explored the incredible potential of AI in real estate, but also, some of the ethical considerations that come along with it. If there's one big takeaway, it's that AI is a tool. It's here to help us, but it's up to us to use it wisely and ethically.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive. It's been a pleasure. As always, until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and as we always say, keep those human connections strong.